Hey, 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 beautiful people. It is Sarah Jane, and I'm back as promised to give you some happy Chinese rooster medicine and some guidance from the medicine cards. I've got a couple of oracle decks out here to support you, and I've got my sage burning, celebrating the new moon energies. And I know how many of you want something so badly, maybe you can relate, that you've maybe sabotaged the opportunity when it came to you, or you didn't even see it. And I know how familiar that is, to feel like resistance is stopping you from really doing what you want and manifesting your desires. And the new moon is always such a great time to actually just claim that stake and really look at getting accountability, putting some stake behind it, and looking at what's stopping you, because nature has your back. The universe has your back. And when that voice of resistance comes up, which oftentimes it does when we really look into our desires and what it is that we really want to create. Hi Mandy, Happy New Year. Hi Anjana. I'm just talking about resistance and intentional creativity in the new moon energies, and you know, looking at this thing of detachment, you know, that's kind of sexy and a bit crazy at the same time. It's not needy, but desires can be a little bit tricky, and a lot of times we secretly think that our desires lie on the other side of acquiring the desire outside of us, which leads to that sort of neediness that we feel. And as visionaries, as mediators, we have to learn that fulfillment can't be accessed outside. It's in us already. It's our divine birthright to thrive. The nature wants us to thrive. It is in our true nature, and we just have to remember how to access that again. And if you see this, no, I'm not smoking a big fat cigar. I'm actually just bringing in some cleansing, purifying energies. Hi, Christina. With this beautiful high vibration of sage. So just remember that it's a beautiful Vedic, one of my most favorite passages from the Vedas, that sort of ancient body of knowledge that birthed yoga and meditation and Ayurveda, that truth waits for eyes unclouded by longing. So in other words, whatever you seek is already in you. And I think that's really the message when I was kind of centering, grounding myself into spending some time with you this evening or this morning or wherever you are, to just know that it's time to claim your gifts and just freaking do it. You know, JFDI, get some accountability, schedule in these times of meditation, of introspection into your daily rituals, because happiness is an inside job. And I know I have my joyologist here, Anjana Lala, shout out to you. But yeah, how can we access some more of that, to know that you have everything that you need? Everything is already in you. And if you want to experience more of what you're seeking, that sort of place where you're trying to reduce the longing, you just have to go within and just know that you have everything. And nature is conspiring to bring that in for you. So let's just center and ground ourselves, and let's just call on, at this beautiful time of a new year, of waking up, of deepening into our longing, and knowing that whatever we long for, we have, and how we're going to bring it out now is really in the timing of cockerel, of when is it time to respond, when is it time to move, when is it time to rest, and also to just know that the new moon is a beautiful time to just deepen into the practice of that. So you can close your eyes or keep them open. I'm going to keep mine open, because the last time I did an activation and a guided meditation on a Facebook Live. When I opened my eyes 30 minutes later, the recording had stopped. So eyes open or closed, just ground yourself into the energy. Put your hand on your heart. Feel your body. Allow anything that you are sensing to come in and contribute to you. And let's just call out to your ancestral helping spirits and to mine. And I call out to all those people who lived well and died well and walked the earth before us. Those who met the challenges of their time in a good way. Those who learned deeply from their lives. And in this way, just become this collective legacy that we can draw on and learn from and bring all that is good and true and meaningful and beautiful in our ancestral lines right now in this time together in circle, in sisterhood, in the highest, purest form that ever is and ever has been and always will be, to just meet us in this place of new moon, in the excitement of beginning with a clean slate, with being the blank canvas. And may we just relate to them in a way that we can use these teachings to learn from those who have gone before us and stand up in our own time. And that's really key here, to know when the time is now for you in the best and better way. Hello, Rose. We're just going through an invocation and just calling in all the energies to support us. So it will be a replay. So let's just reach out, but beyond these human ancestors, to those beings who were here long before us, before there was ever a human. And I call out, as I ask you to call out, to those non-human ancestors, ever older than time itself, those who hold this web of life with us here on this beautiful blue planet. And I call out to these ancestors and ask them to join us right here, right now, in this present moment as well, to just help us to remember to not make things so complicated, to be simple, to be daily, and to surrender into our true nature, that which holds this beautiful blueprint, your blueprint, that is unique to you in the diamond and the platinum rays of who you truly are. And to bring that energy into each day through all our thoughts and all our words and in all your choices. So I call out to these ancestors, and as the sun sets, I'm just going to use this beautiful pink rosy quartz to bring in the love and the kindness that is you in your human kindness, and ask all of that is kind and loving and pure of heart to step into the threshold as we sort of gather here today, to let us gather ourselves toward ourselves and towards the sacred circle of powerful, fierce women, and tap into that medicine from wherever they may be, and let us just draw our awareness from wherever it may be into our heads and into our hearts and into the presence of being you. And again, down from our hearts, move that down into your belly. And let's just take a moment, take a breath. Just take a breath into living your best life, to reach out to beloved Gaia, to the great grandmother of all mothers, to Mother Earth, to Mother Moon, and to just give gratitude, to just give thanks and appreciation. Gratitude for the breath for your life. And all that encompasses for you. All the crazy things as well, put those in there that have happened to you, that maybe you haven't quite figured out yet. To be able to see them now through clear eyes, through new eyes, through the eyes of your true divine wise woman, to the wild part of you, that is the gift. Just breathe into that. And just take a moment to just appreciate and thank all the challenging places that you may find yourself in right now, and to send healing to all those parts that are waking you up, to know that there is a simpler, more beautiful, more graceful way that maybe you haven't realized yet are the gifts of who you are, and that the life that you have brought into you as you, that you've already acknowledged that there is the pain and there is the suffering of the story that brought you to this moment in time. And let's just give gratitude and thanks for all of it. Just take a moment and just thank your body. Thank the experiences, thank the people. And just soften your heart, push down the barriers. See the heart walls disintegrating around all those parts. The persecutor, the victim, the villain, the monkey business of 2016. And just give gratitude now for the beauty and the diversity all around you in the contrasts of living as human. And if you hear my daughter, she has a friend here. So just give gratitude for that, for the outside that contributes to you being here in this moment right now. And for the generosity also in this dreaming, you know, this wide awake dreaming, that all things can change and transmute so long as we are willing to receive the gift. And for as long as we're still breathing, to make these changes possible, because you are co-creating with Gaia, you are co-creating with the universe. And just allow that to, oh, sage up my mouth. Just allow that to permeate and dissolve and integrate and recalibrate through every fiber of your being, through every sense and sensibility of your knowing, of your wisdom, that you have whatever it is that you need to create the change, to settle in to that longing. And just know that the longing is the desire that's yours for the asking. Just allow that to come into you now, into your space, into your body, into your mind. And just give enormous gratitude. And I give so much gratitude for you being here with me now. And for the awe, the awesomeness of life itself. So let's just send that energy down again through all the layers of the earth. Right down to the molten lava core. Send it down your divine line. Through your vital organs, through your limbs, out through your kidney meridian, the kidney 1 point underneath your feet, grounding, earthing, right down into that beautiful fiery belly. And just imagine your energy moving down through all these layers, as your gratitude just pours out of every cell and in the space in between, into the earth, layer by layer, until you notice your connection point. And don't forget to just breathe into that, fan the flames of fire energy of Rooster, the very feminine aspect that breathes life into everything through your creative spaces. And just connect there. And as you get to the core of the earth, just tune in to this energy. And if you have a notepad and paper, if you have downloads coming through, just make a note. Just stay connected to the core. And just allow that beautiful, vibrant fire heart energy, the brave heart, just settle in and fill you up. Fill you up, fill you up. Nourish you. And nourish all the things that is the abundance that we all share. And that we're all desiring in our survival and our thrival and our human kindness. Just engage with that willingness, the free will to thrive. And now just call out to that energy that is still in the dark, still in the shadows. Maybe you don't have quite full access to that part yet. Just call out to it. It's full and it's cool and it's quiet. And just call this energy up into your cells. So see the energy moving back up from the molten lava core, up your divine line, filling you up. filling you up. And just like a breeze on a hot day, it's that whisper touch of intuitive knowing, that feminine aspect of your wise self, the one that knows you, the real, raw, alive you. And just ask for it to replenish and restore and renew you. And as you continue to draw this energy up into your cells, up from the earth, into your belly, into your solar plexus, into your sacrum, into your vital life force energy, up into your heart, into your throat, opening your throat so that you can speak your truth, up into your head, activating your pineal gland, activating your pituitary, any calcification that is happening there, just seeing it dissolve and dissipate, return it to the earth, into the ashes, and keep that energy moving up into your crown chakra, up and up, replenishing and renewing and restoring, erasing, deleting any old files that you no longer have in your pineal, in your crown chakra, up into the 13th dimension. So bring that energy up into the heavens. Feel yourself expanding out, filling up the room you're in, the suburb you're in, the city you're in, the continent, and just keep expanding with every in and out breath. See this beautiful figure of 8 as you, the conduit, the divine channel, the source energy of your true nature. And as you keep drawing the energy up from the earth into your mind, into the galaxies, the universes, the planets beyond this timeline, and down again, just keep that beautiful energy connecting you to the oneness and consciousness of all things. And now I want you to call up this ancient wisdom, this old part of you that is connected to the earth, to the universal energies, the galactic confederations, the place that knows that you are infinite and connected to everything, to just assist and support you to understand more deeply each day as you ground yourself here on this earth plane, because you chose to have a physical experience as this infinite soul, this borderland, this wanderer that travels the astral planes, that is empathic and intuitive and sensitive to the energies in this timeline. I chose to be here to make a meaningful impact as only you can by being here. And in that moment, and from this choice, to ground into you, the divine you, who knows what you're here to do and knows what you stand for, and knows as a collective of the feminine, of the people that are here gathered on this call, that we stand and we come to understand where we stand and what we stand for, that we may build a sense of community around that, a sense of home, a sense of belonging, a sanctuary that you may call home in this very fast-paced, chaotic nodes. And just to remember your home. Many of you I know personally, many of you I know that you want to go home, wherever home is, but this is your choice to be here, and this is your home for now. And the world needs you. This world needs you. So just restore and renew and ground yourself into the connection of this earth and this moon. And may you do this in a way with me right now that there's always a space open that others may come in and expand with us through rich conversations of conscious collaboration and communion, so that we too can connect as this web without weaver, and knowing that our thread creates a new opportunity, a new space of possibility to call the men and the women that we have come here to be. And let us call on the energy of this earth and this moon and the great central sun to help us understand the way of healing the separation sickness, that you are your lighthouse, you are the sun, you are the source, and you are the contribution to connect beyond fear and control. And ask now that you can connect with yourself back to the heart of all things, to the animals, to the birds, to the reptiles, to the little critters and the insects and the unseen realms that we share this blue planet with. And may we connect back into being the guardians of our own heart as the heart of the planet, that we remember our humanity, that we remember our human kindness from this place of right relationship, from our place in the isness of all things. And with this energy coming up into our bodies, renewing, restoring, repairing, reintegrating, let us move now together all this energy up through our body to the sky, out into the atmosphere again, out into the cosmos, into the galaxies, expanding, expanding, expanding. And beyond all of that, to the power of the universe of you. And the verse that is the connection of our voices rising as one right now in this time. By whichever way you know this energy, just see yourself in it right now. Connect to it. Breathe life into it. And into the body of what you're creating, the body of the work that is ready to come through you, into the lives that you're going to touch because you're brave. And I want you to just reach into this energy now. Just reach in and draw it down into yourself, into this physical body, into your heads, into your countenances, into your endeavors, into your categoricals, into your matrices, into your endeavors, all of it. Bring it down. Bring it down, bring it down into your cells, into the space between your cells, into the water, into the life force that pumps through your veins and your body and your organs and your endocrines, and into the subtle realms of meridians and pathways and chakras. There you go. And bring it into your day or your evening, into these proceedings. And may we together draw down this energy of blessings and protections and safeties. This commitment right now and the devotion and the benevolence of the universe. And let us call in all the wisdom of the cosmos for inspiration and illuminations. And as we draw in all of this, in the beneficence of this great experience, of this messy experiment we call living human, living into human kindness, may we call life into our head and our heart and our belly again and send it down to the core of the earth. And in this way, open up, illuminate, revitalize and energize, recalibrate the central channel with our being, with the body Deva's highest self along your divine line. And as we connect the heaven and the earth, again, as above as below, as these two great legendary lovers like the sun and the moon, just allow yourself to see the bigness and the infiniteness and everything that you are, everything that you're experiencing of all physical life as we know it. And let's just give gratitude for the big love. The big love that is all there is. And in which we as love exists. The day and the night, the heaven and the earth, the sun, the moon. And just awaken the love that's there already in your heart. Open up this big, beautiful crucible of transformation that we each are right now, right here. Just claim it, own it, acknowledge it, anchor it in. There you go. And just call up this beautiful fire that you can feel warming in your belly, in your sacrum, in your sits bones, in your feet, in your hands, that minor chakra of the heart. And with this dynamic tension between the two, can we just give birth again, renewal, rebirth, to that third and most sacred thing? That some sense, some feeling and some memory, some understanding, some risky possibility of why you're here right now, just as you are, as a portal of everything and nothing, the seen and the unseen, that you can see with your eyes everything that has not been able to be visible to you before. Bring it in now. Maybe if you've got your journal, write down whatever comes to you. It might be a word, a color. You might have a sign. Ask for a sign. And may you just know that you are brave. Your courage is in your humanity, in your heart, in your body, in your mind. And with that, know that you're here to do something incredible in this day, in your life, in your legacy, in your living legacy, large or small, to bring those gifts into the world and to all the spirit that are here to help you, to have in these endeavors, to give thanks and gratitude again in this moment right now. And if this is resonating, you can do an aham or aha or an aho. Type it in the chat. And just know that everything that needs to be said will be said, and all that needs to be heard will be heard in this moment, so that you can go forward as only you can to do the good, to live into your greatest, highest potential as a living thing, because you're one of a kind. There's no one like you. No one who has ever been or ever will be, who's had your experiences, who's had your lessons, who knows what you know, who sees the world through your eyes. And that's what makes you you. So what you have to offer the world is more than valuable. And if you're feeling down or you're questioning your own worthiness, and there's something in your way, just remember, you're one of a kind. And that makes you priceless. If you had your eyes closed, open them now. Orient yourself to the room that you're sitting in. Feel that expansion and know that you are expanded. You can stay that big and expanded instead of trying to push all of you into your sweet little body. Hello, Tracy. Happy New Year, my darling. Let me know how that was for you. That little sacred ceremony of recognizing our blessings, of knowing that your point of life in this moment is to experience happiness. That you are joy in a body. And the more joy that you're willing to receive, the more you inspire other people to be joy. and to be themselves. Thank you, Christina. So I have a couple more minutes. I've laid my grid. I'm watching the beautiful colors outside. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and show you. All the beautiful colors of green on the trees. The sun is going down. The moon is coming up. So if any of you, oh good, Mandy, I'm so glad you're smiling with happiness. Cool. And if any of you have any questions, so if any of you would like some medicine from your guides, answers or clarity to a question, anywhere where your resistance is really just the fear of receiving that you are gifted, that you are already a success, anywhere where you would like some clarity, I'll pull a couple of cards. So post your questions or forever hold your peace, haha, of joy and happiness. Just know, you know, stress is not helping you. There are no mistakes in life. There is just contrast of holding something here is the miss and taking another viewpoint on it. Your grandmother, Christina. Alrighty. Just tap into your great-great-grandmother. Your line of mothers. Pondering on. Awesome. Cool. I'll do Christina, and I would love to pull some guidance for you, Tracy. Getting a feeling the animals are there. Christina, what's your granny's name? I'm getting an O coming up. What did you call her? Or what was she called? Did her name start with an O, like I'm hearing the ocean? I'm just shuffling my deck, and I'm using the wisdom of the oracle for you, Christina. And is there anything specific that you would like to know from your grandma, if you're still on the line? Interesting. Not sure? Okay. So the card that came up for you, and these are just quick one card reads, is TikTok. So I know that you know the time is now. So if there is a message coming through from your ancestral lineage of all the mothers that lived well and died well before you, that are blood relatives of yours, and the great mother herself, she's just affirming to you that now is your time. It's time to spread your wings and fly, to share your gifts with the world. And I know that we're going deep into all of that. And I'll read it for you. So just remembering that you're in hands, the universe, nature has your back. And the oracle message is that when humans created time, everything changed and contracted. People have come to look at life in a linear way, imagining that the past is behind them and the future ahead of them. But what if that isn't true at all? What if everything, creativity, beauty, chaos, and order, were happening now in a glorious timelessness? You have all the time in the world to co-create the life you desire. So release your agenda. Let go of your need to shape each moment to your expectations, knowing that what is yours will never be withheld from you. Miracles are here right now and always show up when you need them, right on time. So, you know, that really is cockerel saying to you, it's time. It's time to wake up and to expand yourself out of all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So all the places where there's projection, I want you to just ask yourself, you know, what else, what is possible for me now that I'm claiming my divine right time? So that might be a good intentional mantra for you to use when you do your own new moon circle later on tonight. And that message obviously came with the love and the support of your great grandmother. I have to scroll back here. My pleasure, Christina. I'm going to do Tracy. Let me just go back here. Pondering on should I keep... you are such a healer, Tracy. You touched my life in huge, profound ways, and I'm so grateful for the time that I had to spend with you in your part of the world, and for the love and support that you gave me. Thank you. So I'm just shuffling. I'm using one of my favorite deck for you, Tracy, the medicine cards. I'm going to just tap into that energy for you. I kind of get that you know that it's time for a new expansion, to not be having to work so hard in your business, but let your business show you where you want to go. So my invitation to you would be to ask your business, the entity of your business, what it wants to be. And, you know, are you done in the form and structure that it is in now? Or does it want to become something else? I know this makes sense to you. Haha, I love this. I picked Crow for you. So Crow has come up. And I love birds of a feather, because crows are one of those intelligent, really intelligent birds that have this ability. They're kind of like the telephone line, the connection of spreading the word. And your word is so powerful, and you are so much in that expanded space of intuitive processing anyway. So, you know, getting the totem of Crow in regards to what your business wants to become, may be telling you that it's that the languaging that you've always been out of this world and very much in the air, that the world is ready to hear that now. And how can Crow connect and spread the message of your great gifts and contribution through the power of touch, on a more subtle sense. That I just kind of feel like that Crow is saying, I'm ready to share your message across the waters, and I would love for you to come across the water and share your magic with my community here. My children are so funny. Yeah. So a message from Crow, and this is a long one, Tracy, so I might actually just photograph this and let you read it for yourself. But the part that stands out for me with Crow is that it is, oopsie, my battery's about to die, but Crow is really that omen of change. So, you know, what better messenger to come to you right now to say, you know, because remember, Crow also doesn't have a sense of time. You know, the ancient chief, it says here that ancient chief tells us that Crow sees simultaneously the three fates of past, present, and future. And Crow merges the light with the darkness, so seeing both that inner and outer reality. So it says, if Crow medicine appears, you must pause and reflect on how you see the laws of Great Spirit in relation to the laws of humanity. And my just intuitive hit on that really is that the higher order that you've always channeled through as part of your gift and messaging, it's like, it's powerful. You know, and it's and your voice has always been about addressing issues of harmony and looking at where places are out of balance, out of whack or unjust. And that is really crow, that it looks at the world first through one eye and then cross-eyed. So, you know, the cross-eyeds are are very much part of your medicine to look at contrast and actually show people through their own personal integrity and authenticity that you will guide them into this place of thinking that people are separate. And that's part of the message that I love about you, is, you know, that you walk your talk and you speak your truth and you know your life's mission, and that you are a shapeshifter. You literally do turn the ether into the rite of passage for people to really be present and shapeshift those old realities, to become the best of their future self. And I just kind of get for you, Trace, that it's time, you know, that people a broader scope of people that are waking up can hear you now. I'm just going to plug my phone in. So I hope that was helpful. I love crow. I had a friend in Zimbabwe that rescued a baby crow, and his name was Darren, after Darren in Bewitched, and he had the most incredible language, and the ability to transmute words and energy into imitating exactly what people needed to hear that was often in the shadow. He just had this knack of coming up with the most appropriate truths at the most surprising of times. So I hope that helps, Trace. Mandy, is my dad with me and is he happy? Yeah, oh, I think you know that your dad, the only thing your dad ever wanted you to be was happy and standing in your truth and on your own journey, living your life for you. Mandy Moo. I'm just shuffling the deck. Give me a second. You can listen to the screeches of joy of my child. She's playing in the pool with her friend. What was your dad's name, Mandy? Yeah, he kind of, I just get a sense your dad is not always with you. He's kind of always been behind you, kind of going, go now, you know, come into your own, access your own true nature. He's always been very proud of you, even though he didn't always tell you that directly. He seems like he was quite strict, but underneath it he was actually really, really soft. And I've pulled buffalo for you. So buffalo medicine is incredibly strong, and very much linked into the water carriers. So, and I see you as a water carrier, and very much about transmuting those watery emotions of, and also seeding new thoughts. So you know, I would invite you to look at what are the seedlings that you've planted that are ready to push up through the soil, and how can you tend to your own garden. Okay, so looking at, you know, where you can really just tighten up on some of your practices and not give up your boundaries so easily. Yeah. And buffalo says, you know, buffalo brings you the gift of life. Hear your prayers, smoke rising like phoenix. You are reborn within the sacred word. So, you know, Lakota tradition with white buffaloes, and I used the white buffalo sage today from California. So it's really about smoke, you know, what is in your sacred pipe right now? What is it that you have been brought into this world to share with others? Because your medicine is really, really strong. And I hope you get that. It's very sacred medicine, the medicine of buffalo. You know, it's about nurturing and you know, just think about, and I always say to people when you get animal medicine come through for you, either in physical or in dream state, or like this where we're actually asking for support and using the oracle deck, is look at the physical characteristics of the animal that comes to you first, because often when you do that, you'll get the physical components of what you need to add to your life to support you. You know, it's always about what can I add to my life today in the energy of more ease, more grace, more joy, that can make it really, really simple for you. So, you know, it says to use buffalo medicine is to smoke the pipe in a sacred manner and to give praise for the richness of life to be shared with all races, all creatures, all nations, and all life. It means smoking for others so that their needs are met, praying for the good of all things in harmony, and accepting that great mystery as part of the harmony. So if you've drawn the buffalo card, you may be asked to use your energy in prayer. So you might want to go do that invocation and that sacred prayer that we did at the beginning of the call. And that you know, again, you may be called upon to be an instrument of someone else's answer to a prayer. And I know that you are always the answer to someone else's prayer. So, you know, if your father's coming through with great buffalo medicine, just know that this is the greatest sign and gift that your dad honors your achievements. You know, that when you are allowing yourself to be held with the presence of great spirit, great mother, and great father, because you asked about your dad, that it's in the asking for support and assistance for you and being grateful for what you receive that you get to be that inspiration for others to receive. Okay, I haven't got any idea how long I've been going, but I hope that helps. Yeah, the chanupa, absolutely, Christina. All right, so if there are no more requests, hello, Melly. If there are no more requests, I'm going to hop off. And George, nice. Haha, I would love for you to jump the pond too, Tracy. But you're crow, so come fly over the oceans tonight and play in that beautiful big pond of love with me. I'll see you in dreams tonight. And I'll leave it at that then. If there are no more requests for a message or guidance from Great Mother or Great Mother Moon or Great Mother Earth or Spirit, I'm going to hop off. Happy new moon. Let me know what you're going to create, what you're going to deepen into in your intentional mastery in accessing your true nature. And I help you in deep sacred support. Thank you for being part of my tribe. Thank you for being here. I love you guys. Bye. Mwah.